What's up, everybody? Brian Mann here, Hands-On Auto Training. End of day. This is December 29th, 2021. Guys, I spent the majority of my morning retaking my ASE certifications, recertifications. This was for A1 through A8. I'll talk a little bit about that at the end, but first we're going to dive into this 2014 Chevy Cruze. This vehicle is supposed to have a dash and radio that go out. I haven't been able to duplicate it yet. They said it happens all the time. But the dash display here, the HVAC, I think the HVAC data is showing up there. Yeah, HVAC stuff is showing up there, right? Or not? Nope. Take that back. Yeah, no, it does show. It does show some HVAC information up there. This display goes out, and supposedly the dashboard goes out, but the vehicle continues to run. They say it happens all the time, so I'm running it here. While we're running this, I'm going to go ahead and do a pre-scan on this. So we're in GDS2, we're going to go to Vehicle Diagnostics and Vehicle DTC Information. This will give us a complete pre-scan on this vehicle so we can get started. Alright, here we go with a look at our pre-scan. Let's take a look at what we got here. So you can see the electronic brake control module, multi-axis sensor module, power steering module, steering angle sensor module, all have codes in them. Let's see what they are. So the multi-axis sensor has lost communication with the electronic brake control module. Steering angle sensor lost count with the brake control module. Invalid data received from the brake control module. Electronic brake control module actually says high voltage, not current. Lost communication with steering angle sensor module. So I want to save this. So as you see here, all these DTCs are history codes. They're not current. So I'm thinking to go wiggle stuff around here. It's been running for at least 10 minutes now, and I haven't got a hiccup out of it. I haven't seen any problems. They insist that this has a problem. So one thing I like to do if I'm suspecting issues with a vehicle is turn everything that I can on. Turn the headlights on, load it up. If we've got ourselves a system that's going to fault, maybe it'll have an issue by turning things on, like our rear defogger, lock unlock hazards. Just trying to see if I can get anything odd to happen here. Take a look underneath the hood, see if anything catches our fancy, right? Sometimes I've had a few times I pull up a fuse block and then there's water inside there or something, but this is looking pretty clean. I may grab a wrench and make sure these are tight. Get a socket real quick. And while I'm waiting to try to get this thing to act up, I'm probably going to go look around service information and wiring diagrams, just take a look how the cluster is powered up and how the information display is powered up. I did verify that these 3 10mm bolts were tight for holding the connectors to the bottom of the fuse block. I did check this ground connection here to make sure this was tight, and also our positive cable connection is tight. I did find here in Identifix, just typing in display, because I haven't got this to act up yet, there is some sort of special coverage bolt in to replace a negative cable. Dealers will replace the battery negative cable, which will now require a bolt to fasten a small regulated voltage cable. Alright, I am 36 minutes into this job. I have not got it to act up yet. However, like I said, I wish I would have seen that TSB first before I tightened that cable. There is a TSB extended warranty from GM to cover this battery cable situation. And you can tell what style you have by this nut right here. You got a bolt right here. This is the updated part. And you can see that we have a nut and stud right here. So we do have the old style. I was messing around with voltage dropping this vehicle at multiple points, doing a voltage drop on the ground side, just so you all see here. We were talking about voltage drops recently. This is just with the engine running, of course. We're at what, 15.5 millivolts there. Let's go to this other ground down here. 15.5 there. And we can check Over here, 1.4 millivolts. This one's kind of around 2 to 3. This one's about 30. No, I'm sorry, about 11.8. You gotta get a good connection or else your reading will bounce around. So as far as looking up service information for the Chevy Cruze, Identifix was very helpful. I typed in the keyword display and it came right up with that service campaign recall for that battery cable. In ALLDAT, I had more of a problem locating that document. You could type in battery cable and it would come up under TSBs, but it didn't come up under displays, at least not for me and the technician that was working on it. The shop did look around in ALLDAT themselves for TSBs before they called me out. I never got the vehicle to act up, but we're going to get a battery cable on there and see what happens from there, because I think that's probably going to take care of it. So guys, it's been 5 years since I've taken my ASE recertification test. Everything I have expires on December 31st of 2021, so I had to go out there and get things going, right? Now I want to tell you the big change I've seen in the last 5 years, besides the fact I think 5 years ago I still went to one of those testing centers where you sit down with a computer and do it. That's nice. It sure beats the old days where you used to have to go to some hall or something and sharpen your number 2 pencil and wait half an hour for the test to even get started. I don't miss that. But the big change I want to share with you is just about every test that I took today had some electrical question in it, some way, shape, or form. Even steering and suspension and brakes. Lots of electrical stuff. If you don't have a basic understanding of basic electricity, check out Hands-On Auto Training, Essential Electricity for Automotive Technicians. It's a great place to start. And I will tell you guys that I will be sharing more information pertaining to kind of how the ASE certification test format is. So guys, check this out. I passed automobile engine repair. I got one wrong there. Don't know which one it was, to be honest with you. Automatic transmissions and transaxles, I guarantee you I got a mechanical question wrong. I'm not of liberty to say what the stuff is. We're not supposed to talk about that, right? But I know for a fact I got something wrong with a mechanical part. And then we went on to the manual drivetrains and transaxles. This has been my hardest test to pass all the time. I mean, from the first time I took the ASE certification test back in, I think it was 97, I failed this one. This is one of the ones I failed right off the rip. But anyways, usually I get 2 or 3 wrong on a recert, but I got 20 out of 20. I'm happy about that. Next up, we've got the steering and suspension. That's 20 out of 20. Like I said, there were electrical questions in here referring to different systems on a car. So I'm telling you, you have to have a base understanding for basic electricity. Over here we had the brakes. Somehow I got one wrong in brakes. I don't know what I did. What's it say here? Disc brake diagnosis and repair. I might have put the wrong type of lubricant down there. I'm not sure what I did, but 22 out of 23 ain't bad. And then we had the automotive, electrical, and electronic systems. Guys, 24 out of 25. What? I can't believe this. Anyways, I gotta be honest with you. I think I overthought the problem. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't prove it. I wish we could go back and actually see which questions, like show me the questions, show me the answers. I'd love to go back and take a look at this. I really want to do a good job on this one. And I put a lot of effort into this test compared to the other ones I breezed through. But anyways, I think what happened here is I overthought the problem. I think that they presented a problem that probably had 1 or 2 things that I've seen actually happen, but they wanted a certain answer. I don't like how they word stuff. They word it like, what could be the cause? Well, I've seen 3 of 4 of these answers could cause this problem, so that's kind of frustrating to me. So what are you going to do? That's all right. And then moving on to HVAC controls, lots of electrical questions in this test, guys. Do they even tell you operating systems, related controls, diagnostics, cooling system? Yeah, you have to have a basic understanding of basic electricity in order to pass this test. There's just no way you could, I shouldn't say you couldn't pass it. You got to have 16 out of 25. You might miss 5 out of 5 questions or so. But I got 25 out of 25 there. And engine performance, I did all right on this one, 25 out of 25. Guys, if you're experienced, you'll get this stuff. if you are not experienced in taking tests, I mean, tests can be hard for certain technicians, and don't feel bad about that. Do your best. And the big thing is, can you fix a car? Can you get out there in the field and fix a car? If you continually fix cars, read your service information, learn how to look up your service information, and continue to better yourself, you'll pass these tests no problem, I guarantee it. So if you have any questions about learning more about essential electricity for automotive technicians, be sure to check out handsonautotraining.com. Whew, out of breath today. I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. Tomorrow I'm taking the L1 recertification, and I'm also taking the light duty diesel. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that, like I said. And then I don't know if I'm working New Year's Eve or not. We'll see what pops up. I could use some coin, if you know what I mean. So you guys take it easy. Bye-bye.